What if everything you were ever told about eating was wrong? 3 meals a day. Never skip breakfast. Eat every few hours. Don't let yourself get hungry. We have been hearing this our entire lives. From our parents, from doctors, from cereal commercials at 7 in the morning. But what if that advice, the advice billions of people follow every single day, was actually making them fatter, slower, and more dependent on food than they ever needed to be? One man decided to test it. No snacks, no breakfast, no lunch, just one single meal every day for 30 days straight. And what happened to his body is something nobody in the fitness industry wants to talk about openly. Because by day 5, his brain was operating differently. By day 14, people around him started asking questions. By day 20, something happened that genuinely shocked him. And by day 30, the results were sitting right there on the scale, in the mirror, and in every area of his life. Before the results, you need to understand why he even started this. Because this was not a random fitness challenge. This was desperation. He had tried everything: calorie counting, meal prepping, 6 small meals a day, cutting carbs, adding protein, expensive supplements that promised everything and delivered nothing. Every single time he had lost a little, plateau, get frustrated, and end up right back where he started. Sometimes heavier. He was not lazy. He was not undisciplined. He was just stuck in a system that was not working. Then, one night at 1 a.m., he came across something called OMAD, 1 meal a day. The concept was almost offensively simple. Eat once, fast the rest of the time. No complicated plans, no calorie apps, just 1 meal. He read about it for 3 hours straight, and the next morning he decided 30 days, all in. No exceptions. Day 1 starts with the best of intentions. He skips breakfast, which already feels wrong, drinks water, and tells himself this will be fine. For the first couple of hours, it actually is. But then 10 a.m. hits. The stomach starts talking. Not loudly yet, just a low rumble, a gentle knock saying, "Hey, we usually eat around now." By noon, it is a full conversation he cannot tune out. By 2 p.m., there is a headache behind his eyes, low energy, short temper. His coworker opens a bag of chips, and he has to physically look away, but he holds on. 6 p.m. arrives. The 1 meal is ready. And that meal, a completely normal meal he had eaten 100 times before, tasted like nothing he had ever experienced. Every bite was intentional. Every flavor hit harder. For the first time in years, eating felt like an event, not just something to do between meetings. Day 1 does not change your body, but it changes something in your head, and that might matter more. Days 2, 3, and 4 are where the story gets ugly. Pay close attention, because nobody talks about this part honestly. The body does not give up its old habits quietly. By day 2, the headaches are worse. Energy is lower. A foggy, disconnected feeling follows him around all day. Simple tasks take longer. Day 3 is the worst. Mid-afternoon, he is barely functioning. Everything in him is saying, "Stop this. Just eat something. One snack will not ruin anything." And here is the thing, that voice is not weakness. That is biology. The body has been trained for decades to expect food at certain times. When it does not come, it floods the system with every signal it has to change the behavior. Think of it like a city switching from one power grid to another. The lights flicker. Things slow down. For a moment, it feels like everything is breaking. But it is not breaking. It is rebuilding. The people who quit on day 3 never find out what day 5 feels like. And day 5 feels like a completely different life. Day 5 arrives, and something is quietly, unmistakably different. The hunger is still there, but it changed. It went from a screaming alarm to background noise. More noticeably, the brain woke up, not in a coffee kind of way, in a slow, clean, steady kind of way that felt almost unfamiliar. He sits down at 9 a.m. and looks up at 1 p.m., having barely noticed the time pass. No distraction, no fog, just hours of clean, locked-in focus. When the body burns fat for fuel, it produces ketones, and ketones in the brain act as an incredibly efficient energy source, steadier than sugar, longer lasting, no peaks and crashes. Day 7 first weigh-in. down 4 pounds. The belt is already tighter, the face looks leaner, and 3 separate people at work, without being told anything, ask if he has lost weight. There is no motivation like someone noticing before you even had to say a word. Here is the part the fitness world loves to argue about. What happens to your muscles? Days 8 through 11. The gym is not pretty. Workouts feel harder. Weights that felt easy a week ago feel stubborn. There is a flatness to the muscles. But beneath the surface, the body is making a decision. It is learning to protect muscle while burning fat, reorganizing, recalibrating. This takes about 10 to 12 days for most people, and right on schedule, day 12 something clicks. The workout that felt impossible 2 days ago feels strong again. Energy returns, and there is something new, leaner, tighter feeling that was not there before. The body did not break down. It adapted, just like it was always designed to. 14 days in, halfway, and this is where it would be easy to just show the wins. But that would not be honest, because day 14 also comes with moments nobody puts in their highlight reel. A work lunch, where everyone ordered food, and he sat there with water, unsure how to explain what he was doing. A family dinner where saying no to food felt like saying no to love. 2 afternoons where the fatigue hit so hard, he questioned whether this was worth it. The mind plays tricks in those moments. It reframes quitting as wisdom. It calls giving up listening to your body. It makes a very convincing argument for why today should be the exception. That voice is persuasive. Do not underestimate it. But here is what day 14 also looks like. Down 9 pounds. Best sleep in years. Waking up before the alarm. Mental sharpness noticed by his manager. And a relationship with food slowly, quietly becoming the healthiest it has ever been. Halfway is not the finish line, but it is the moment you realize you might actually finish. If this story is resonating with you, or if any of this is hitting home, do me a favor and hit that like button. It is a small thing, but it really helps the channel out. And drop a comment below. What is the longest you have ever gone without eating? I am genuinely curious to hear. We are only halfway through, and the best part is still coming. Let us continue. Something interesting happens in week 3. The battle quiets. Not completely, but the constant mental negotiation with food starts to fade. A routine sets in. Morning water, work, movement, 1 meal, sleep. Simple, clean, consistent. And in that simplicity time appears real, usable hours he did not have before. When you are not planning 3 meals, prepping snacks, researching lunch spots, eating, digesting, and thinking about the next meal, you get hours back. He starts noticing how much of his previous life was organized around food. And not because he was obsessed, just because that is modern life. Food anchors every social event, every break, every moment of stress. Stepping back from it reveals just how much mental space food had been quietly occupying. Day 20 brings the most important moment of the entire 30 days, and it almost goes unnoticed. He is at his desk, deep in work. He looks up at the clock. 7:12 p.m. He has not eaten yet, and he is not angry. He is not desperate. He is just fine. For someone who used to set phone reminders to eat, this moment is everything. The hunger is there. He feels it, but it is no longer in charge. He is. That shift, quiet, undramatic, completely private is worth more than any number on any scale. Because weight can come back, results can fluctuate, but the knowledge that you are stronger than a craving, that stays. Day 25 is the hardest day of all 30. Not because of hunger, because of emotion. Bad day in every direction. Work goes wrong. A difficult conversation does not land well. Everything feels heavy. And in that state, the old voice comes back with everything it has. Gentle, reasonable, convincing. You have done so well. Nobody would blame you. You deserve comfort. This is what food is for. He sits with it for 2 full hours, opens the delivery app, looks at the options, closes it, eats his normal meal, goes to bed, and wakes up on day 26 with something no comfort food could ever give him. Proof that he is stronger than his worst moments. Day 30, he steps on the scale, down 14 pounds. He looks in the mirror, and the person looking back is different. Not just in body and posture, in the eyes, in the way he is standing. But the numbers are actually the smallest part of the story. Energy that stays consistent all day without crashing. Sleep so deep that waking up before the alarm became a routine. a level of focus his manager noticed out loud, and a relationship with food completely rebuilt from the ground up. Food is no longer the answer to boredom, no longer the response to stress, no longer the reward at the end of a hard day. It is fuel, it is pleasure, it is connection, but it is no longer in control. He is. And that, after years of diets, plans, programs, and broken promises, is the result that actually matters. Is one meal a day right for everyone? No. Honestly, no. Some people have medical conditions that make this a bad idea. Some lifestyles make it nearly impossible. Some people will try it and find it does not work for their body. That is real, and that is okay. But here is what this story proves. Regardless of whether you ever try OMAD, your body is more capable than you have been told. Your hunger does not have to run your life, and the habits you think are permanent are only permanent until you decide they are not. 30 days, one decision, one meal, a completely different life on the other side. If this video made you think differently about food, about your body, about what you are actually capable of, hit that like and subscribe button right now so that it could reach more people. See you in the next one.